Markets are closed today, but let's take a look at what's moving in the markets. I'm Susan Littlefield, and of course, maybe not trading the headlines as much. Let's talk about that with Kyle Bumstead. And I know that, Kyle, it's so easy, especially on a holiday, to see what's happening, what's popping up on social media, and then see what the overnight trade brings and react to that versus waiting for a full day trade the next day.
That's a very good point, Susan. And I know a lot of folks are going to be watching the inauguration, and some are saying that there's going to be potentially 100 executive orders immediately as soon as he's sworn into office. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Nobody knows. We'll know more on Monday. We'll know more on Tuesday what happens after the inauguration. So what I'm a little concerned about is a lot of folks are wanting to do something immediately Monday night when the market's open. And I would caution that because we saw this happen a few years ago when he was in office before, and we'd trade headlines overnight with China and trade wars and tariffs and back and forth. And then sometimes by the end of the next session or by the end of the next day when the session finally closed, it was complete opposite. A lot of people had regret, I shouldn't have done that overnight, or I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have done that. Well, let's just take it as it comes. Just take Monday as it's Monday, and then just wait and see how things react on Tuesday. I think the bigger move is going to be how these funds position here on Tuesday. Now, Tuesday is how they is when they square up their books for the commitments traders reports on Friday, obviously. So that's when we're going to see a lot of movement. They're not going to get a chance to do anything on Monday, so it's all going to happen on Tuesday. So if they're going to make some big moves, it's going to happen on Tuesday as far as the funds go. So I think we need to keep a watch on that, and as far as we need to watch the spreads as well too. That's going to tell us if it's commercial or non-commercial movement here as we come out of the weekend, Susan.
So obviously, most important is just take a breather, maybe enjoy the holiday, and not have to worry about what your markets are going to be doing, whether it's grains or livestock.
Right. If you have that ability to enjoy the holiday, not everybody that listens to this does have that, because we all got to go to work on Monday regardless, whether it's behind a desk or it's outside. So, but yeah, if just the markets are off, I wouldn't think about it until it's time to think about it maybe on Tuesday. I would just be patient and see how things play out.
Excellent advice. Thanks so much, Kyle Bumstead, joining us. By the way, you can hear Kyle on the final bell with us and pick it up as a podcast as well at ruralradionetwork.com. I'm Susan Littlefield for the Rural Radio Network.